Hello and welcome to my show. My name is Chris, and today we are going to be having one of those difficult conversations. Oh, yes, signs that your boyfriend is about to dump you. I know that this might not be something that you want to listen to, but wouldn't you rather know what he's up to than allow him take you by surprise? If I were in your shoes, I would want to know that someone is about to dump me so that I can prepare beforehand. I can devise a strategy on how to first handle the situation and secondly move on. I think one of the most difficult breakups would be the one that happens by surprise. Imagine waking up one morning and then receiving a message or a call or being told face to face by someone that you thought you had a future with that it is over. That can be very devastating. So today on the show, we are going to be talking about signs to look out for, okay? If your boyfriend begins to exhibit any of these signs, I can assure you that he is about to dump you. So you need to take your time to devise a very good strategy on how to handle the situation, all right, so that at the end of the day, whatever damage he's going to cause you will be very minimal. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, this is a very good time to do so. Don't forget to turn on the notification so that you'll be one of the first people to be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're ready for the show, I am ready. So let's dive into it. The first sign that your boyfriend is about to dump you is that he no longer cares as much as he used to. One of the biggest ways to let someone know that you really love them and that you want to be part of their life is to show them so much care. You want to do literally everything for them. You even go out of your way to ensure that they are fine. A guy who truly loves you and wants to be in your life would do anything just to make sure that you're okay. Your happiness and satisfaction are his priority. He can come all the way to your house in the middle of the night just to ensure that you're fine, just to ensure that you sleep well. When you tell him that something is wrong, he comes running, regardless of what he is doing or where he is, because he truly cares. It's as though you are a part of him, and until you are fine, he is not fine. But suddenly, he begins to act otherwise. You can tell that this isn't the same person that you used to know. His attention span begins to reduce where you are. It's like you say something, but he doesn't hear it. Of course he hears you, but his emotions are no longer with you. So when you begin to observe that he doesn't care for you as much as he used to, that's a big clue. It's a sign that his heart is deviating in another direction, and he is probably biding his time to bid you goodbye. He wants you to get used to his absence. He wants you to get used to the fact that he's not at your beck and call, because very soon he won't be around to do all those things for you. That's why he is gradually withdrawing. So if you have any reasons to question his care toward you, then perhaps that is a very strong sign that you need to pay attention to. All right? If you truly care for someone, if you truly want to be with someone, especially as a guy, trust me, you will never run dry of attention for them. As a matter of fact, your attention and care will be the least that you can give to them. So if your boyfriend's care toward you is no longer as strong as it used to be, if it has become questionable, I tell you, my friend, you need to brazen up, because he could be planning, biding his time to dump you. The second sign that your boyfriend is about to dump you is that he is no longer excited about doing things with you. Do you remember back then how your boyfriend got so excited at the opportunity of doing anything with you? How he was always very happy? Well, it wasn't really about what he wanted to do with you. It was about the fact that having you around him made him feel so happy. Having you around him made him feel so special. And he would do anything just to be in the same space as you. He truly loved you. He truly wanted to be with you. But now, the opposite is the case. The reverse is the case. He doesn't want to do stuff with you. When you talk about both of you doing things, you can see that his excitement is on a very low level. It's non-existent. What happened? You are still the same person, right? The same person that he fell in love with, the same person that he wanted to do stuff with. So what has gone wrong? It's quite simple. His heart no longer lies with you, and he hasn't figured out the perfect time to break the news to you. And now he is waiting for the right time. A guy who wants to be with you, a guy who sees his future with you, would always jump at the opportunity to do anything with you. He wants to create beautiful memories with you. Spending time with you is about that. It's about memories. Building memories that both of you would look back to in years to come and smile and laugh and just be happy over. That's what he would do. But now that he no longer sees a future with you, what is the point? Why should he be bothered about creating memories with you when you are no longer in his future? So when you observe that that same guy, your boyfriend, who would jump at any opportunity to do stuff with you, to go out with you, to have dates with you, suddenly has lost interest in all of those, you should know that his heart no longer lies with you, and he's waiting for the right time to let you go. I mean, it's not easy to break up with someone. It's not easy to dump anyone. He's human after all, so he can't just spring it upon you. He's biding his time. Yes, my friend, he is. And you need to brazen up, okay? So that you will not be taken by surprise. We're still talking about signs that your boyfriend is about to dump you. Okay, and the third sign is that little things get him riled up. Now it feels like you constantly have to walk on eggshells around your boyfriend because every little thing that you do gets him angry. He gets mad. It feels like you trigger something in him, something very unpleasant. But that wasn't always the case. Once upon a time, you could do no wrong in his eyes. He literally worshipped the ground that you walked on. Everything you did was perfect. In the real sense, they were not perfect, but he was blinded by the love and affection that he had for you. But right now, that is fading away. In fact, it has already faded. And he's looking for the perfect opportunity to take a walk, to dump you. So he is no longer amused or fascinated with you and anything about you. So if you do anything, no matter how little it is, that doesn't sit well with him, he will snap. That's a way of letting you know that he is no longer excited about being with you. He's no longer pumped up at the thought of having you around him. He would rather be somewhere else. Pay close attention to that, okay? What are those things that get him so upset right now? Were those things getting him upset before now? The answer is likely no. They weren't. So what happened? Something definitely changed, and that is his feelings towards you. He's no longer feeling the same way about you. He no longer wants to be with you. So anything that you do gets him upset. All right? That is one little way of trying to let you know that, you know what, this isn't working out anymore. I am not happy being here. I'm not happy being with you. So why don't you just let me go somewhere else and be happy? When you want to be with someone, when you're fascinated with someone, you're crazy about someone, trust me, even when they do the stupidest things, the craziest things, you find a way to let it go. You cut them some slack. You know why? Because you have a soft spot for them. No matter what they do, you can't be angry for so long. You make excuses for them. But now that that guy wants to dump you, oh no, there's no room for excuses. Every little thing you do gets him mad, and he will let you know how mad he feels. So, my friend, if he gets riled up at the slightest provocation, even when it's obvious that it's not something to be mad about, that is a clue that he doesn't want to be with you, and he's beating his time to dump you. The fourth sign that your boyfriend wants to dump you is that he begins to avoid you. This can be very annoying. Once upon a time, this guy used to spend all day with you. Both of you were always together. And if you were not together, you could tell exactly where he was because he would let you know. So it's like saying, if I'm not with you, it's because I am doing this or that. But right now, you have no idea what he's up to. You can't see him, and he doesn't even let you know where he is. He always comes up with one excuse or the other to not see you. So you guys are supposed to meet up. He comes up with an excuse. Oh, he's busy. But he has always had a job. How come his job is now getting in the way of both of you being together? He can't stand you. He doesn't know what to tell you. He can't look you in the eye because he knows what he is up to. He's planning something. He's planning his exit. And the only way he's going to exit is by dumping you. And one sure way for him to do that is to just avoid you. After all, if he can't see you and you can't see him, he doesn't have to explain anything to you. The best you can do is call him and text him. But if you're not seeing him physically, there isn't much you can do. And he can have that conversation with you right now, so he's just avoiding you, he's ghosting you. And he's thinking that you will get the message. Oh yes, he's indirectly passing a message across to you. If someone continuously avoids you, they expect you to get the message that they don't want to see you, that they don't want to be with you. But that is not cool because both of you aren't strangers. I mean, you guys are supposed to be an item. You're supposed to be spending time together. Every weekend you guys meet up, you spend time together, you spend all day together, but suddenly he's no longer available on the weekends. What is happening? He is indirectly telling you that he would rather be somewhere else with someone else than you. Okay, so if your boyfriend begins to avoid you with no tangible reason, that is a big, big sign that he is beating his time to dump you. The fifth sign that your boyfriend is about to dump you is that he hardly picks your call. So you don't see him as often as you used to. He has become very scarce. he has become unavailable. And you do the right thing by trying to reach him. You call him, you dial his number, but the more you call him, the more he ignores your calls. He doesn't pick up because he doesn't even know what to say to you. Do you remember whenever you called him, all it took was one ring, maybe two, maybe three at most, for him to answer? That was fun, right? You were probably enjoying all the attention. I mean, it's flattering. But that is nowhere to be found now. You would call him and the phone would ring non-stop. It would ring out. So at first you try to convince yourself that, oh, maybe he's not close to his phone. Maybe his phone is somewhere far off. For how long though? It's about time that you accepted the truth, all right? He doesn't want to talk to you. He doesn't want to pick up. I wouldn't advise you to do this, but if you tried to call him with another number, I can assure you that he would pick up. He would. He's not picking up because he has no time for you anymore. Because he doesn't want to be with you. He wants to dump you. That is the reason he's not picking up. So if you've called him a couple of times and he hasn't answered, and he hasn't even bothered to return your calls, come on. What other sign do you need? Okay, fine. He couldn't take your call when you called him, right? What happened to him calling you back? What happened to him returning your call and letting you know that he was busy? You see, at the end of the day, people will do what they want to do. Guys will do what they want to do. They will talk to who they want to talk to. If he doesn't want to talk to you, you can't force him to talk to you. All right? So if you continue to call him and he's not picking up, something is up. He's got something up his sleeves and it's not so nice. He is most likely gearing up, preparing to drop the bombshell on you, to dump you, all right? So you need to be ready. You need to prepare beforehand so that it won't come as a surprise, so that you won't be shocked, you won't be taken aback, so that when he eventually says it, you will be calm because you already saw it coming. The sixth sign that your boyfriend is about to dump you is that he will delete your pictures from his phone. Your pictures will suddenly disappear from his phone. Why should he keep them when he's already planning his exit? I mean, he doesn't want to be with you anymore. So why leave your photos, your pictures on his phone? One, your pictures would always remind him of you. Two, he probably has someone else that he wants to be with, and that person would not be cool with seeing your pictures on his phone. So, either way, it is better for him to delete them. Put yourself in his shoes for a minute. If you don't want to be with someone anymore, would you have their pictures all over your phone? Of course not. You would want to get rid of their pictures. You would want to erase them from your life. So anything that reminds you of them would be taken off. Once upon a time, your picture was probably his screensaver. Your picture was on his phone screen. And anyone who picked up his phone would see you. And he was proud to show people that you were his woman. He was proud. And then suddenly your pictures are not on his phone. What explanation could he give for that? What? So, if you eventually get to see him, yeah, and you discover that your pictures that were all over his phone are no longer there, just know this, okay, for sure, that that guy has already dumped you in his mind. All right, he's just biding his time to make it official. Okay, that's what it is. So you have to prepare yourself. Brazen up, okay? Brazen up. I know it's hard, I know it's difficult, but you have to brazen up because it is inevitable. All right? There's never a perfect way to deal with rejection. There's never a perfect way to deal with heartbreak, okay? So, if your boyfriend is planning to dump you, it's understandable that your feelings will be hurt. And when he eventually does that, yes, you will feel bad about it. But I can assure you of one thing, you will be fine, because as time goes on, the feelings, the sadness that you are experiencing will begin to fade away, okay? You will bounce back, you will be fine. It is not the end of the world, all right? So you just have this mentality, the mindset that if he doesn't want to be with you anymore, it is his loss, because at the end of the day, you are good, you are beautiful, you're awesome, you are special, and you will find someone who will acknowledge all of those good attributes in you. Someone who would pick you over and over again. Someone who wouldn't be in a hurry to dump you because you are there forever. I did a video on how to deal with heartbreak. So if you want to take a look at that video, you can find it right here. Take a look around my channel and I can assure you that you will find lots of interesting videos. If you haven't subscribed, come on, what are you waiting for? Please hit the subscription button. Also turn on the notification so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. My name is Chris once again, and it was nice making this video for you.